Now,
before we do it,
oh, you're fine. You're fine. I can cut the beginning.
I'm gonna tell Anna that we can hear them back there, so to go away.
We can't, if that helps anything. If it is,
no, we can't hear it.
But if it distracts you, that, I mean, okay.
I have a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old.
I
love that. Yeah, you have a very high tolerance, I know, for being
absolutely
distracted.
Now, Rachel, do you drink coffee? Okay, just checking. Some people don't. I just like to see what their morning beverage of choice is. So you are
Black.
Easy. That means you can always get what you need, right?
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Smart.
I love it.
Yeah. Removing the friction to your satisfaction. I love that.
You did a black coffee for a while.
So, yeah. I typically put some almond milk because I can't wait for it to cool off enough to take my first sip. So I put a little something in there to.
I'm tickled.
Tickled.
I put all sorts of things in mine, so we won't get into that.
Yeah.
It's a lot. It's a lot. Speaking of coffee, we're excited to have our guest this morning on Coffee with MC, Rachel.
Oh, yay. Guys, we have Rachel Dawson joining us this morning, and Rachel is a physical therapist, but she also has a lot of other interesting things to tell us about. So when you think of physical therapy, of course, I think that we all know how much benefit you can get from that. Just such a great way to be proactive and to go ahead and work out the things that you need to so that you can feel good on a day-to-day basis. But Rachel is taking it a step further. And so, Rachel, that's really the first thing I want to ask you about is, can you tell us about kind of this upper body? You are on a you're on a tear trying to make sure that everybody who suffers from shoulder pain, which I feel like who doesn't, especially in this day and age of sitting at a computer. And I mean, is that a major thing that you see in your practice, is folks suffering from shoulder pain?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that lots of times too, if you think about the continuum of pain, we don't often seek out, pain has to get to a certain level of inconvenience before we seek out care to actually do something about it.
Yeah.
So, obviously I see lots of the folks in my clinic, but there's loads of people that, have that annoying shoulder that they'll talk about. So one of the things I love as a physical therapist is being a problem solver and just being in this unique place in the medical world where I can really help people to overcome some of these things that and kind of creative solutions. So and as we know, as we've talked about, shoulders can be a real problem and a real roller coaster too. People will say, oh, I got better, but then I went back to playing beach volleyball or tennis or drinking my coffee, and it flared up and it felt like
it didn't take much. Yeah.
It does not take much. It's just one little wrong movement.
Yeah.
And it feels like people feel like they're on this emotional roller coaster of 2 steps forward, 1 step back. And so lots of times with shoulder rehab, an important component is this strengthening piece. And whether they've got it from a physical therapist or from a physician or from someone else, they have a shoulder rehab program with strengthening exercises that they should be doing.
Right. Like at home or coming in twice. Yeah. Okay.
Exactly. Kind of that 2 times a week.
Sure.
About an hour program that they should be doing for 8 to 12 weeks to really get that good strengthening. The problem is it's usually pretty boring and it's really hard to hold yourself accountable, or people just aren't really sure what they should be doing, or they're afraid that they're going to hurt themselves even more. So, this is where I just really started to think, I've been working with folks for over 15 years. I've been treating, and I have seen this problem over and over. So I realized that I am just so uniquely positioned that as a doctor of physical therapy with On the Move Physical Therapy, which is where I practice and where I own, with my partnership with the Downtown Barre, I have this ability to kind of have a foot in both worlds. So what I have done is started a class called the Upper Body Blast class.
I know, it's good.
Yes. And so it is intended, it's a 1-hour class where you come in and you have that accountability because you have to sign up in advance, and you will know that you'll be doing, science-backed exercises because the class has been designed by me and actually will be led by me for the next 2 months, definitely. And so people can kind of lay to rest that fear of like, I'm not sure if it's going to hurt me more, that kind of thing. And but to really kind of overcome some of those problems that people have been having, so that ultimately they can get back and get beach ready, whether that means playing beach volleyball or just hanging out with your kids, but being able to do that certainly with less shoulder pain and more confidence.
That's so smart.
I think that's really smart. So it's like if so this class, if you were to describe the audience for the class, what I hear you saying is it's anybody who has shoulder pain at all, which is probably a lot of people, but also anybody who knows they should be doing some sort of therapy or exercises at home and they just aren't doing it. Somebody who wants to take care of those sorts of things, but in a more fun environment, and somebody who wants to do it safely. Right. I mean, because instead of coming to a private session with you, they're able to come and do these exercises in a group setting, which is a lot more accessible and easier. Right. I mean, that's something that they can do to take care of that.
And
yeah, because accessibility is definitely a piece of the puzzle too, which I really wanted to be able to provide an option. And so it's for the folks who kind of maybe they know what's going on, or they've already seen a provider for their pain, or they've been given a home program, like I said, and they just need to get back on track. So those are the folks, or if you just like you said, want super awesome beach arms, like Anna Seagrave, one of the owners of
She does have super
She
awesome
really
beach
does.
arms. Yeah.
Anyways,
Yeah.
you know, that's who it's for. If you are someone who has you know, shoulder pain that hasn't been addressed by someone, then you definitely either should see myself or another physical therapist would be good resources. Here in North Carolina, we have what's called direct access, meaning that you do not actually need a provider's referral in order to see a physical therapist.
cool.
So depending on your insurance and what the rules are, you can just go straight to a PT, and ultimately they will be the experts on being able to look at that, because we ultimately are the movement experts.
So,
That's really cool.
so if say someone's coming down to live here for the summer, or coming to visit, are they able to contact you and just kind of get the ball rolling? Is that how that works?
Yeah, so I actually am celebrating one year in this space here,
Congrats.
which is very exciting. And this space here is located right behind the Downtown Barre. I call it the back office suite of the Downtown Barre.
I love that.
Yes, I have just been, I'm so lucky to be in partnership with the Downtown Barre. Those ladies have been so great to me and have really believed in me and coached me along the way. But anyway, so I'm located there, and I've been in this space for about a year. And one thing that I am really passionate about is being able to help people, like you said, who are maybe they're back and forth between Raleigh. I have lots of folks that are like that, and they need a physical therapist here. Or maybe they are just here for the, you know, they're here for their perfect beach vacation, and they threw off their back. And so I really specialize. So one thing that makes me a little bit different is I am out of network with insurance companies, which ultimately means that when you come to see me, you pay for the visit up front, just as if you would with a massage therapist or, you know, something like that, any kind of service. And then if you have out of network insurance benefits, which lots of us actually do, then I can give you the paperwork and you can self-submit that information.
Cool.
But yeah, the reason I've done it is because it allows me to stay one-to-one with you, to really have that custom care, and to really be able to get you better a lot faster.
That's so great. I think that's awesome. Yeah.
This is so interesting. I think the fact that you saw a repeated problem through the people that you saw, and now you're creating a kind of a community for people to heal together is really neat. I think that's so cool. Yeah. And utilizing, you know, one of our favorite workout places here. It's, you guys share a wall, right? You're literally attached to the Downtown Barre. I love how convenient that is for you. But I never knew that about the direct access and the out of network stuff. So
I didn't either.
Really, really interesting.
I didn't either. That's very good to know.
And such a benefit for people, you know, since we live in a town where there's an influx of folks who come during the summertime or come on vacation, or for folks who live here full time. I think that's really cool option.
And that also kind of came about a way of trying to solve a problem, because when I became a mom of our second child, so I have a 2-year-old and a 7-year-old, I realized that, people don't have time to do what I would refer to as traditional physical therapy anymore, meaning that whole like come 2 to 3 times a week for 4 to 6 weeks, it's a lot. That's a big commitment.
It is.
And a lot of those rules and that whole scenario is based a lot of the burden that insurance places on providers. And by being out of network, I see most of my folks, 1 time a week. And depending on what they have going on or what their goals are, I usually see folks maybe just 2 times. Like I've had great success using a combination of dry needling and manual techniques to help people recover from plantar fasciitis in 2 visits, or from foot pain. Some folks see me a little bit longer than that, depending what their goal, but there's so much more flexibility to create a successful schedule and treatment for that person than when you are trying to operate in what I would consider like a traditional in-network provider.
Amazing.
That's really
Amazing.
cool. That's really cool. And so, Rachel, you have got some resources that we can share, right? So that people can sign up for this upper body blast class. They can come to you if they live here or if they're visiting here and they have any sort of pain needs, anything that needs to be worked out, anything that needs to be handled. Right. And so can we share that with everybody?
Yeah.
Yes.
We can post
Yeah.
that.
So, if you are in need of a physical therapist, the best way to contact me and to find more information about what I do here is at onthemoveptandwellness.com. And in regards to the upper body blast class, I will be putting together I have a page. If you go to bit.ly/coffeewithmc, and that will kind of have an overview of the upper body blast class.
That's
It's like,
Yes,
Cool.
upper body blast class. I love
I should
that.
have said that out loud before I named it, but yeah. Anyways, but if you go to bit.ly/coffeewithmc, that will provide all the information, including how to sign up on the Downtown Barre app.
Cool.
And also it will include an opportunity to sign up for my newsletter and get $20 off your physical therapy session if you need physical therapy.
Great.
I'm literally going to go sign up for your newsletter
And
right
so,
now.
Alexander, we can drop that below also. Yes.
Yeah.
That cool little website. I
know.
love that.
Me too.
That's awesome.
So Rachel, before we hop off, we have to ask you our final question.
That's right. That's right. Rachel, what is saving your life right now?
Honestly, what is saving my life right now is just knowing that I've been on this journey and really created the perfect job for me. And the fact that, it's been a journey, but that through baby steps and, making connections and having the support of others, that I love being a physical therapist. And I've always dreamed and I've always said that I'm going to have a job where I can do it all, where I can be a physical therapist, where I can be a mom who volunteers in my second graders classroom, where I can also train for my half marathons. And so, I was just really reflecting on this week how I'm like, this is awesome. Like I went for my run this week, I volunteered in the classroom, and had a great day yesterday of helping people move better and feel better.
Well,
that's so great. That's inspiring. I love hearing that.
And it sounds like you're not, all the titles you just spelled out, mom, physical therapist, all of that. I think it's all under the like life improver category.
Well, that's right. You're exactly right.
So thank you for, spending time with us today, but thank you for improving the lives of folks here in town.
Exactly right. Rachel.
Whether it's your kiddos or people you volunteer with or your patients. So thank you, Rachel.
Yes. Well, thank you for all of you guys are doing. And I just really look forward to seeing people either in the class or if you need me, you know where to find me.
Awesome.
Great.
Rachel, thanks,
Rachel.
Happy weekend.
Have a good day. Happy Friday.
See ya.
Bye.
Oh man, she's lovely. Yeah, she's lovely.
She's really delightful. I love her energy.
I do too. Do you have something that's saving your life?
You know what? I have several things that are saving my life right now. I think I know.
I'm nervous.
I know. Do you know what? I think one of the things that's really been saving my life recently is that we've gotten our air fryer back out. I mean, do you have an air fryer?
Yes.
Did you kind of forget about it?
No. I use it all the
Oh.
time. How did you not? That's
Okay,
why I
I
was
don't know.
flabbergasted.
Well, it's kind of big. Okay. And so instead of staying out all the time, it stays like up on this shelf, kind of over the refrigerator. And I think that in itself,
Yeah,
you know, I was
it's
saying earlier, it was like
inaccessible.
friction. It's like friction to like what you, yeah. So it's not accessible. But we've been doing a lot of chicken tenders in almond flour with everything but the bagel seasoning.
How do you get it to stick? An egg?
There's an egg wash,
Okay.
and then almond flour and everything but the bagel. And then that Three Sisters homemade ranch.
Oh my gosh,
I know. I'm like, I mean, y'all, it's so good.
Can I tell you, I've heard that if you soak your chicken tenders in pickle juice before you do the egg wash, helps everything stick more.
Oh my God. And I bet it tastes like
So good.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, it must. It must.
Okay. Y'all heard it here first. Great. Okay. What's saving your life?
Mine's pretty hysterical.
Okay.
I'm on the TikTok.
Yes.
The TikTok.
Uh-huh.
And this person's been coming up. It's called a For You page. That's what like the timeline is called, of people you don't follow, but that you might be interested in. And there's this fella. He is hysterical. Don't know his name. I've never even gone to his profile, but pretty much he reenacts historical like moments in time, but like how it would be today. So like, for an example, please reenact when ex-president realized that he wasn't included in Mount Rushmore. And it's like a phone call.
Oh my God, that's funny.
It's so good. I'll sit there and scroll through. So yeah, he's fantastic. He's been saving my life this week. Very funny. If he comes across anyone's For You page,
Very funny.
on the talk, hit it.
Make
with
sure
the
you
link.
check him out.
Yeah, he's fantastic.
Oh, that's good. Okay, great. Well, I'm gonna see if I can. I mean, anyway, I'm about to look at your phone.
Okay.
If I get TikTok, I'll never come out. I'll
Okay,
never come
I'll
out.
pull it up now.
Okay, great. Okay. Happy Friday, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.